Hello and welcome to this, my second preview video of some rather special vehicles which are coming up for auction through Historics Auctions on the 1st of March 2025. Today I'm going to be taking a look at this 1972 Ferrari Daytona, or to give it its proper name, the Ferrari 365 GTB4. But we all know it quite rightly as the Daytona, and so it shall be. In fact, I think we should have a moment's silence while we pay respect and bask in the glory of this automotive wonder. That's magnificent. I could sit and look at that all day long. In fact, I don't think it should be on the road. It should be in an art gallery. What a beautiful car. Now, every era has a standout Ferrari. We had the 250 GTO. In the 18s, we had the Testarossa. There was the Enzo. But during the late 60s and the 70s, we had the Daytona. The Daytona was launched at the 1968 Paris Auto Salon, and at that time it was Ferrari's most expensive production car ever. Said to be capable of over 170 miles an hour and a 0 to 60 time of 5.4 seconds. That's quite remarkable. So why is it known as the Daytona? Well, the Daytona name came about because the media believed that that's what the new model would be called, following Ferrari's 1-2-3 finish at the 1967 Daytona 24-hour race. It's been suggested that was Ferrari's idea too, until the media reports. And when the car was revealed, they surprised the press with the decision to call it the 365 GTB4. But the Daytona name stuck, and of course, the rest is history. The Daytona was available as a coupe or as a Spider, the 365 GTS, and only 156 right-hand drive Daytonas were built. 149 of them were coupes, with just 7 right-hand drive Spiders. Now, I must say, I particularly like this model of Daytona with the flip-up lights, as opposed to the early Daytonas, the plexiglass models, which featured fixed headlights behind an acrylic glass cover. And we have the US to thank for the restyling because they brought out new safety regulations which banned headlights behind covers. I've always believed that these will be a £1 million Ferrari. Of that, I've got no doubt. Well, that's what I believe anyway. I love these cars, and I've got to admit, I was stupid enough to let one of these get away from me. It's one of many cars that I should have bought but didn't. We've all got them. It'd be about 15, 20 years ago, and I had the opportunity to buy one for £90,000. I knew they were so undervalued, and prices had been static for over 10 years. Meanwhile, prices for its contemporary, the Lamborghini Miura, doubled. I mean, it was a big gamble for me. £90,000 was a lot of money. And while I considered how long it'd take before prices rose, and how much it would cost me in storage, and how much it would cost for mechanical expenditure, I did it too long, and I decided it was too much of a risk for me. 6 months later, the car was worth 180,000. Shortly after that, 220, and it topped out at about £495,000. If I bought it, I could have retired earlier than I did, but what ifs are no good. I may not have owned it, but at least in my own mind for a short while I did. And as the Honda advert used to say, the power of dreams. Of course, you should never buy a car as an investment because there aren't any guarantees. You should buy them because you love them. Anything else is a bonus. In the words of John Lennon, you may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. The car was completed in March 1972, and it was dispatched from Maranello and delivered to its first owner on the 25th of April 1972. It's finished in its original blue metallic, and it's got what they say is beige Connolly leather interior trim, which is now referred to as Daytona seats. And that's the sort of pattern that now gets fitted to a lot of the more modern Ferraris. And as I say, they're referred to as Daytona seats. And it's one of only 6 UK cars finished in this colour combination, they tell us. The car was delivered complete with a toolkit, air conditioning, and Vox and Sonar stereo radio cassette with an electric antenna. It was fitted with additional features of the nose bar and extra side lights. And in this image, we can see the additional nose bar a little bit better. That is an extra bit that was added when it was new. And Lucas spot lamps. So in this picture, we can actually see the additional Lucas spotlights that have been fitted. And there they are. Obviously, you can see the headlights there. But I've never ever seen another Ferrari like that. I think it looks quite neat, actually. A further addition was the prancing horse on the boot lid. That was added as an extra as well. And you'll see that it's got its Dancer exhausts. Let's have a look and see. They usually have a little, yeah, you can see the little crest on the exhaust tips there. Yeah, we get a better view there of the on the exhaust tip where the badge says Answer. Glorious V12 engine. Now, looking through the history, it does have a notable owner, and that's John Marston Taylor, who was the former proprietor and MD of Lynx Engineering, and he purchased the car in 2012. Of course, Lynx Engineering produced vehicles such as the Jaguar XJS Spider back in 1976 and the Lynx Aventa, the XJS Estate, along with a host of other vehicles. In 2013, it was granted Ferrari's Certificate of Authenticity, which certifies conformity with the original design of any car made in their workshops. And the entire car undergoes a rigorous examination by a group of experts. And the certification process includes a technical examination of the originality of the various mechanical components, the determining factor in establishing the authenticity of the car. And Ferrari and its official partners replace any parts not corresponding to original specifications with genuine spare parts to restore the car to its pristine condition. And that's how they get the certificate of authenticity. At the same time, the car was fitted with a discrete switchable electric power steering unit, which we're told transforms the driving experience. Now, the car comes with the Ferrari certification, its original leather wallet with all the books and the original toolkit, complete with tools, copies of the original factory correspondence, service and repair invoices, and near every MOT test certificate. It tells us that it's currently sitting on chrome wire wheels, which you'll see, but that the original 5-star wheels are also included with the car. There will be, I would think, Ferrari wire wheels. And if there was ever any proof needed, and I've never ever seen this before on any other Daytona, there we go. There's a little emblem. Ferrari. I think it suits the wire wheels personally, and I think I like them more than I do the 5-star wheels. And it has just 31,500 miles from new, and we're told it benefits from a recent service. Well, I think that's absolutely beautiful. And I may not have the money to buy it, but if I did, it'd be sitting in my collection. It's a car that just stirs the emotions. I always remember the one in Miami Vice. And of course, that was just a kit car, but it certainly looked the part and it was the ideal setting for it. Just imagine rolling your jacket sleeves up, slicking your hair back, pulling down the rear bands, putting Yam Hammer on the tape deck, and riding off into the sunset. At least dreams cost nothing. And if you want to know further details and viewing dates, check out Historic's website, and I've included a link in the description box.